Yeah, all right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yep, shalom.
Yeah, all right, Shalom.
Shalom. We want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Wakal Kodash. I say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word and truth and sincerity and for who know well. And salutations to our fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm Brother Gabar Yahweh.
This is the brother Kahan Allah.
We the brothers from GMS Hawaii. Me and her brother just got together, do a real quick video. We're not gonna make this last long. The title of the title of this epistle, this video, is entitled "The Only Way to Survive Nuclear Destruction is let's see, the only way to survive nuclear fire is the Lord, and there's no way to that you're going to escape this second death." Okay, hey, can you get that scripture where it says the elements shall melt with fervent heat? Robert Good shot.
Okay.
Because the day of judgment is coming, and Esau he has a whole bunch of survival tips that you can actually use. There's survival tips for certain things that happen that if you watch Esau, through the spirit, it could probably help you. But this video that we're about to show you, there's no what to do in a nuclear explosion. There is no what to do. Only thing you can do is repent to Yahweh Shah before that fire comes and hope for salvation. Outside of that, there's no running, there's no hiding, there's no escape from that shit. Got it, brother?
Okay. This is the book of Second Peter, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up."
Yeah, because the Yahweh Shai is going to come when you least expect him. He's not going to come as a thief to us, a thief in the night to us, because we're looking for Yahweh Shai. We're hoping and praying that Yahweh Shai have mercy upon us and save us, But to 2/3 of our people, to the vast majority of the world, the Lord's going to come as a thief in the night. It says in the which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise. Those big nuclear bombs and booms and bangs. That's what you're going to hear. And it says the heavens, meaning this rulership that Esau has, is going to melt. Okay, it's going to pass away. Let's look at that in the NLT. It says in the NLT, but the day of the Lord will come unexpectedly as a thief. And again, it's not going to be unexpectedly for us because we're looking for it. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise, and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire, and the earth and everything on it will be found to deserve judgment. And that's right, because the reason why this is happening, the nuclear war is going to happen, nuclear destruction is going to happen, is because this place deserves it. And it ain't going to be the whole earth, but a vast majority of the earth is going to be hit with nuclear missiles. It's going to be crazy earthquakes. The earth's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard because of all the violence that's going to be had in that 1 hour as America gets destroyed. Because America is, how big is America in miles? How big is America in miles? All right. America is 3.797 million. Salakia. Bear with me, brother. Hey, speak, brother.
But yeah, like you were saying, Esau tries to tell people, well, you're about to see in the video that we're gonna show, give advice on basically how to escape judgment, or how to, some sort of prevention, or how to save yourself from ultimately the judgment that the Lord has prepared for the whole earth, man. Because as we know, the scriptures say that this is that second death, man, which is gonna be that great judgment that the Lord is gonna bring upon the whole world, and nothing is gonna escape the hand of Yahweh Shema Shai. So the only true salvation that could come is via Yahweh Shema Shai, man, and the chariots, and that salvation again, is only promised unto the elect, man. But the rest, chiefly of the land of Babylon, aka America, is gonna be destroyed, man. And anybody of our people that don't repent, as well as the lower classes of the heathens that are here in America, they're gonna perish, man. And as we're gonna see in the videos, we're gonna bring out a couple other, you know, facts uh that are gonna show you that there is no escaping the hand of the Lord. As a matter of fact, real quick, this is the book of Isaiah 43 and verse 13. It says, "Yeah, before the day was, I am He, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?" That's right. So again, this judgment is gonna be great, that last great judgment that the Lord's gonna bring upon the whole earth, chiefly upon our nation for our rebellion, but also, there's gonna be collateral damage done to these heathen nations, man, because a lot of Israelites are gonna perish, but also the heathen nations are gonna perish, man, and no matter what you do, you're not gonna be able to survive uh that nuclear blast, man. At least you be like, of the super elite that have, these bunkers, or that go into the submarines or the space stations. You're gonna be out in the open, basically, man, because we don't know. Nobody knows exactly when Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna bring this destruction. So you can't run, you can't prepare for it. Ultimately, you can prepare physically, but we can't do it spiritually. But physically, there's no hope, man. We don't have connects with with Esau's military and politicians to know when they're gonna press that button. You know. So the only thing we could do is prepare spiritually and trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, uh, this is a precept from the Common Board. This is a brother student of the Hopeful LV. It says Ephesians 5:16. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. That's right, and that evil day is gonna be what that judgment, man. And again, if you're not with the Lord, you're gonna be caught up in that judgment. Let me get real quick. This is just bear with me, Akim. Uh oh, reading down back in Second Peter's 12 to like Second Peter's 3 and verse. Salaki, just bear with me. Yeah, Second Peter 3 and verse. I'll read 10 again. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness? That's right. So again, preparing spiritually. Verse 12, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's right. And Esau and the heathens, man, they know that there's gonna be a nuclear war, man, and they're gonna try to prepare the best they can, uh, carnally, bug out bags, and you know, there's even individuals that are building bunkers in their properties, man. A couple years ago, I think it was during COVID, yeah, the the sales of bunkers was going through the roof, man. And this was, people that regular everyday Americans, man, that were buying these bunkers and preparing for the worst case scenario, which ultimately that worst case scenario is gonna come, we know this via what? Via the scriptures. But again, nothing you could do is gonna deliver you from these things, man, because this is gonna be the judgment of the Lord. And I wanted to, well, actually, the other part has the video, but let's look at some facts. This is I looked up what is the most heat resistant material known to man. It says researchers have discovered that tantalum carbide and hafnium carbide materials can withstand scorching temperatures of nearly 4,000 degrees Celsius, which again, this is the most heat resistant material known to man. It says these materials may enable spacecraft to withstand the extreme heat generated from leaving and re-entering the atmosphere. So supposedly this is the material they make, the spaceships, I mean spacecrafts, the NASA and whatever, which again we know they can't leave the atmosphere, but nevertheless they do get to certain heights where there's extreme temperatures over there. And then I looked up the heat of a nuclear explosion. So keep in mind, the most heat resistant material known to man can withstand 4,000 degrees Celsius. And now take a look at this. It says temperatures of a nuclear explosion can reach those in the interior. So, like, let me read that again. Temperatures of a nuclear explosion reach those in the interior of the sun about 100 million degrees Celsius and produce a brilliant fireball. The fireball shortly after detonation, two pulses of thermal radiation emerge from the fireball. So imagine this is the strongest material that can resist.
Sorry about that, brother.
Oh yeah, kind of. You good?
I can't hear you, brother.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. That was my fault.
Oh, okay. So like, no, I was just wondering.
So
Maybe brothers couldn't hear me, but oh yeah, I was, I was going into the temperature of the nuclear explosions, and I had looked up the strongest material. Well, it says what is the most heat resistant material known to man, which is supposedly a material used by NASA for the spacecrafts, and it can withstand 4,000 degrees Celsius. But then I was reading how the temperature of the nuclear explosion is 100 million degrees Celsius, bro. So there's no chance.
No chance. You're not gonna survive this, bro. If your whole Shah is not with you, you are not gonna survive. You are not. There's no way in hell or heaven that you're gonna survive. Hey, real quick, back in 2 Peter 3:10, but the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, which in the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The elements are going to melt, man. Everything that you see on this earth is made of elements, plastics, metals, anything is all made of elements. Man. And it says they shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works of that are therein shall be burned up, man. So all this wickedness is going to be burnt up, man. So this dude, I want you to see this video real quick because this is what inspired this lesson. And this is the mindset of an Edomite, man. Everybody, that's why you gotta be careful when you're on social media, man, because you listen to these damn TikTok scholars, these TikTok accountants, these TikTok gurus, these financial gurus, man, and you're gonna be in a bad case, man. Especially like in the case of what to do. What do I do in a nuclear explosion? Let me play it.
A nuclear bomb has detonated. You are located just outside the blast radius. You've only got 15 minutes before fallout reaches you. It's okay, just follow the 6 S's of nuclear fallout survival. Go out and shelter in the right kind of building. Go to the nearest concrete or brick building you can find, ideally with few or no windows. 2. Sanitize your body. Put all clothes into a bag, place at the front door, take a shower with warm water, gently wash your entire body, keep cuts covered with plastic while showering. 3. Secure windows and doors. Close and lock all windows, seal them with duct tape, turn off AC units, fans, etc. All openings to the outside world must be covered. After a few hours, remove the duct tape, otherwise you could suffocate due to lack of ventilation. 4. Supplies. Get yourself 72 hours worth of water, medication, first aid kit, radio, flashlight, batteries, and also bags for waste. 5. Choose the right space. Get to a windowless room near the middle of the building, away from the outer walls, or go to a basement. Avoid rooms close to the roof because fallout collects on roofs. 6. Stay in place for 72 hours. The longer you wait, the more radiation will lessen. 72 hours is ideal. Okay, I'm Kiram, and this is the Master of Disaster series. Follow me on Instagram if you want to live.
Man, that's bullshit. How the fuck you gonna do all that in 15 minutes, bro? Countdown starts. Soon as you see the fucking explosion, bro, the countdown is already on. So you telling me this nigga got up off the ground? He was just sitting on the ground doing a nuclear explosion. Got up, doubled back, ran home, took a shower. No, took his clothes off first, put it in a plastic bag, took a shower. First of all, you people aren't even gonna be fucking. Your mind is that shit's gonna be happening left and right before this. You're not even gonna be able to think straight, let alone take a fucking shower. You ain't got no time. Esau don't have no real escape plan for you in America. Real quick, I'm gonna show you this one that they did for NYC, man. What to do a nuclear attack in New York. Let me see.
Yeah, and you know, once a nuclear missile is detonated, you know, first and foremost, they're gonna hit strategic places, you know, strategic parts of the city, man, where it's gonna knock off the power grid, the water supply, all these things, man. So this dude is not even taking that into account. They think they're just gonna randomly throw a fucking nuke in the middle of nowhere and shit. Like, nah, man, it's gonna hit somewhere where they're gonna minimize the chances of survival for the people that do survive, you know, and that are not in the initial blast and the main blast, man.
But
So
there's only one documentary that really go into that, but you're gonna play a little bit of it here. It's called The Final Chapter, and it was narrated by Christopher Plummer, which this documentary is really hard to find on YouTube, but through the spirit I found it. But this is another commercial of what to do. A New York's nuclear PSA tells citizens what to do in case of an attack.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information.
What media?
Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates.
Which that's bullshit. None of this is gonna happen. Bro, do you understand? Stay inside, get inside, stay tuned. It's no staying tuned, man. You're fucking finished. You're out of here, bro. Did they not tell you? You don't understand. Like, the brother said he looked up the oh, I wanted to see before that. I was trying to see how many square miles is America? How many square miles? So America is, well, it says 3.7997 million square miles. I was trying to. Oh well, fuck it. 3.3 3.7 million miles is going to be exploded. The whole of North America is going to be destroyed, including Hawaii and Alaska, man. All of this is going to be destroyed, man. It's going to have the earth rocking to and fro. It's going to have, you're going to feel this in all throughout the world because this is a country. It's a country being exploded, man. Not a continent, but it's definitely a country that's on a continent. And all of these, even these other countries that's connected to it, going to feel it, man. You know, this shit ain't gonna. It's nothing nobody could do. You can't run far enough. Nowhere to run to. Nowhere to hide. You know, if you watch Warriors, the movies Warriors, that song was in there. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. You know what I'm saying? You can't prepare enough for this physically, carnally. It's not gonna happen. You know, and then you talking about stay tuned. Ain't gonna be no radio. It ain't gonna be no media. Ain't gonna be no cell phone towers. None of that shit. It's gonna be straight up explosions, man, and destruction, mass destruction. And even she said in the beginning of this, we don't know why or how it happened, but what I can tell you is to get inside, and stay tuned. Nah, man, that ain't enough, man. Meanwhile, the super elite, they're deep down underground in military bunkers, military grade bunkers. They're inside of mountains, military grade mountain bunkers. They're in ocean retreats. You telling me that a nigga in a project's gonna sit his ass in the middle of a building and survive? Not at all. You're not gonna make it, bruh. You run down the street and you see, because it's gonna happen when you least expect it. You're gonna be outside chilling, hanging out, bullshitting, sinning and grinning, and you're gonna be destroyed. Plain blank simple. Let me play this real quick. This is from the final chapter. This is part 2 of 5.
Communications and transportation network. Details from this book were used to create. A 1 megaton warhead detonated above such a major population center would vaporize everything in a flash of light. In 1977, the United States government published a book, The Effects of Nuclear Weapons. Details from this book were used to create the following simulation. The focus for this simulation is Tokyo, because of its large population, its industries, its communications and transportation network. The 1 megaton nuclear warhead explodes about 2.5 kilometers above the city. The detonation at this height produces maximum destructive power.
Maximum destructive power, man. And you got a whole bunch of densely populated cities all throughout America, man.
In Tokyo, at exactly 2 p.m. on an average weekday, within a 5-kilometer distance of ground zero, there are an estimated 50,000 train commuters and 3,500 cars on the expressway. Hotels and temples, gas and oil storage tanks, nearby high-rise buildings, shopping districts, and residential areas. The little park that is to become ground zero echoes with the cheerful shouts of children.
And you notice everybody just going about their day. Again, it's going to come like a thief in the night, man. Like a thief in the night. These people they're not going to be looking for nuclear destruction, man. The coming in of our Lord.
Suddenly, a gigantic fireball, almost 2 kilometers in diameter, appears in the sky, and the thermal pulse sears the ground. The shock wave at ground zero exerts a pressure of 20 tons per square meter.
Damn.
Buildings are crushed and pieces scattered.
Look how these buildings are exploding, bro. And I know this is just a rendering. And this is a rendering from the 80s. But mind you, bro, niggas think that it's going to be, like a small fall. No, man, buildings will fucking explode, bro. And this woman just told you to go into a fucking building, get into the middle of the building, and stay tuned.
And stay tuned.
Get the fuck out of here, yeah.
And a powerful wind with incredible speed tears at anything left standing. Lines of cars burst into flames as they are hit by the thermal pulse of the blast wave.
Immediate death.
The fire runs
Immediate death. Immediate death. Look, you can't even see nothing no more, bro. It just flames, bro. And that's how it's going to be in America, but worse. This shit just a rendering. When it was really going to happen, bro, you ain't prepared for that, man.
The center of Japan's political and economic life is swallowed by an enormous ball of fire and utterly destroyed.
Look, after some shit like this, how the fuck you supposed to stay tuned to what? Ain't nothing to stay tuned to.
In other major cities such as Toronto, New York, London, and Moscow, the same scenes of death and destruction will be repeated over and over.
Hell yeah.
The heart of a city, directly beneath ground zero, will be vaporized in an instant.
In an instant. And that nigga told you got 15 minutes. No, you don't. That's a lie.
Everything facing ground zero bursts into flame in the white flash of the thermal pulse. Seconds later, the shock wave strikes. The glass skin of the buildings is blasted into fragments and driven by tremendous winds with speeds of 400 kilometers an hour.
Woo! How much is 400 kilometers an hour? Let me see in miles. 400 kilometers per miles. Yeah, that's 248 miles of glass. So glass shooting at 248 miles a second. Bro, you out of here, bro. You fucking decapitated on sight. Bro. Yo, this is death by pain.
That's right.
This is death by pain. Oh my goodness, bro.
Thousands of tons of shattered glass showers down upon anyone caught in the open. Within 5 kilometers from ground zero, there will be complete destruction.
Man. So yeah, you can watch this documentary, man. You'll see, man. Hey, shit is real, man. 5 kilometers, like what, 3.5 miles? 5 kilometers to miles is 3.1 miles, man. So within 3 miles of the detonation, fucking you're destroyed, man. You're done. So you can't listen to somebody like this. Some of the comments is what to do. 1, sit down. 2, bend over. 3, kiss your ass goodbye. That's it. That's all you can do. That's the best advice you can take, bro, because you done. You fucking finished, bro. Sit down. Stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. Whatever you was doing, just stop. Because you're about to go meet the Most High, man. You're about to meet the big one. Yeah, this the big one, man. You know, it says, that's good. Always keep concrete buildings with all these supplies. That's good. I always keep a concrete building with all these supplies with me. Yeah, and a lot of you people going to be out on your day job, just doing whatever, robbing niggas, doing wickedness, evil, you know? You ain't going to be thinking about the destruction, bro. It says, somebody says, and somebody says, this was a good one, but you forgot to say, don't forget one very important essential, Mary Jane. How the fuck, you ain't going to be wanting to be high that day, man. And one chick says, bro, the shower itself would take me 15 minutes. And you out of here. Assuming that shit crazy, which that's the case, which in that case, weapons matter as much as supplies. The ensuing panic is what no one talks about, even if you survive. Right, and which you're not going to survive. Because it's already going to be hell on earth prior to the missiles getting let off, man. It's going to be complete pandemonium on this fucking planet, bro. Okay? There is no way in random place if you're home, okay, but if you're outside somewhere, it's a wrap. It is. Even if you're at home. Even if you're at home, it's beyond a wrap. You're not going to survive this, man. Okay? And this is the thing. The only way you're going to survive this is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And this is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name, and this is the elect right here, the ones that fear the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in the stall. So we're going to be saved. We're going to be saved by Yahweh Shai in that day that burns as an oven. Because, yeah, destruction coming, utter destruction is coming, but even salvation at the same time. It's going to be simultaneous, man.
That's right.
That's why the scripture says we're going to, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. You know, this ain't a laughing matter, but these people doing this weirdo shit, that's funny because there's no escape from the judgment of the Lord, man. And that's going to fall upon everybody, rich, poor, famous, non-famous, whatever, indifferent, straight, gay, whatever. You're going to be destroyed in that time if the Lord ain't with you, man. Okay? If you're not part of his elect. You got it, brother.
Like the brother Blood Covenant 144 said, it says it's basically a false sense of hope. And that's true, man, because the only hope there is chiefly for the Israelites, because those are the only ones that have hope of salvation, is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Besides that, you fucking finished. Real quick, this is in Joel 2:3. It says, speaking about the missiles, it say, a fire devoureth before them.
Spirit, I got that scripture. Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let me get this real quick. And you'll bring it out because I got it. I'm gonna pull it up. It's Jeremiah 17:5. This is thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, you trust a man to give you some type of knowledge to escape the destruction, to escape the wrath of the Lord, and you're gonna be destroyed in that. And you put your hope in Esau. These countries, these cities, mayors, these governors, these presidents, prime ministers, they don't care about their people, man. If they did, they would have established a real strategic plan to save the inhabitants of the land, but they don't. America used to, like in the 50s, during the Cold War, it was a big deal. They had nuclear fallout shelters everywhere you can turn. People had them in their own homes, right? But now, only people that can afford something like that is somebody with some real money, real wealth. The average citizen, you're not prepared for that. And you're in La La Land. You're moving on, what is it called? Something bias. What is it called? There's a word for it. It's called something biasness. I used to know the word. Anyway, there's a word for it where people believe that an event is not going to affect them the way that it really is. At least it's going to be little effect, But there's no way that you can survive something like this, especially listen to these people. Here it is. We're telling you that the only way out is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and seeking the Lord and fearing his name. That's the only way. And if you part of the elect, and if you got to be an Israelite, right? Anybody else, you're going to get ate up out here. You got it, brother.
No, I was trying to see if I found what you were talking about, but
yeah, there's a word. It's called normalcy bias. The water, brother. Yeah, normalcy bias, man. Which normalcy bias, like a lot of them people that were in the comment board on that dude's video, they were suffering from normalcy bias, man. Which is normalcy bias is normalcy bias is normalcy bias or normality bias is a cognitive bias which leads people to disbelieve or minimize threat warnings. Consequently, individuals underestimate the likelihood of a disaster when it might affect them and its potential adverse effects. And what we're telling you about the wrath of the Lord, we're warning you about the wrath of the Lord and how it's going to affect you. But the vast majority of our people, they believe that it's not going to affect them as bad as the scripture say it is, or that the likelihood of that disaster is not going to happen. Or they ain't never going to, let nuclear bombs hit America. People ain't going to do that shit. America too strong. America's too powerful. But yet, right now, as we speak, man, they're swinging swords between America and Russia. And Russia is talking about pelting this place with nuclear missiles, man. And Biden's trying to talk all tough. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But, man, listen, judgment is coming for this place and Russia because they both Edomite nations. So they're going to be destroyed either way. Them, the whole countries, their armies, all of that shit's going to be destroyed. And it ain't going to be a mutual assured destruction, as they call it, mad. Nah, that's not going to happen, man. It says, consequently, individuals underestimate the likelihood of a disaster, man. And that's what a lot of people do on this. They had to turn the comments off on this one. They had to turn the comments off because the shit would have been too real, man. Like here, people laughing. Look at this shit. This guy's laughing.
Inflation can now add nuclear radiation. New York City's Emergency Management Department produced a PSA or PSA on how to survive a nuclear bomb, which is exactly what I was worried about as a naked man was fondling himself in front of me on the R train. Actually, I was praying for a nuclear bomb. Roll it, Ricardo.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask.
But please tell me this. Or what?
Just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember.
Don't ask me how or why?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. No backstory on why we got nukes? I'll make up my own. Biden thought he was pressing the button for the nurse.
You see, they're making fun. But we just showed you a whole, video of what could possibly happen. You need to watch this documentary, bro. The final chapter, all 5 parts, man. It's only 15 minutes per video. Bro, this shit is heavy, man. And I guarantee after you watching this, if you don't fear your how about Shema Shai, something's wrong with you, man. You're out of here, man. If you think it's a laughing matter, it's a joke, you out of here, man. Go ahead, brother.
And this is in the book of Joel, 2 and verse 1, it says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And a day of darkness."
It says the day. It says tremble, man. Be scared, because the day of the Lord is at hand, and we're blowing a trumpet. What is a trumpet? Our voices, man. And we sounded it amongst our people. Okay, it's a sound of alarm. It's an alarm. But Jake don't hear the alarm going off, man. Raise the battle cry on my holy mountain. Let everyone tremble in fear, because the day of the Lord is upon us. That's right, man. Go ahead, keep reading, brother.
Verse 2, "A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations."
Yeah, so this destruction has happened and is never going to be seen again. And it was never seen before, and now there's the end. Just like when the Lord flooded this planet, man. Okay? That was an event that wasn't seen before it or after it. That's how devastating that was, man. And this fire is going to consume a lot of places on this planet, not the whole earth. Okay? The Lord ain't going to add a whole earth in flames and fire. No. But America, this 3.7 million mile country, is going to be laden with nuclear destruction as well as chariot fire, man. You ain't never seen nothing like that before, man. Not in no movies. You ain't read it in no books except the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is a script. So wait till you see it play out. It's like a movie. When you read the movie script, you're reading the script, and only people that can really see the script is those that can visualize the script. But if the average person read a movie script, they wouldn't understand it. They wouldn't see it. So that's why it takes a director. A director, he paints the picture for you from the script. And sometimes the picture is vivid, and it's like the words bounce off the page. Other times, not so much. But in this case, it's going to be way worse than explained to you, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, it says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them.
And yeah, and nothing shall escape it, man. And we showed you in an illustration of that in this movie, The Final Chapter. People was going about their day. It was like the Garden of Eden, just living their life. And then next thing you know, flames of nuclear missiles were pelting down and destroying this place, man. You know? You got it, brother.
Verse 4, it says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness.
That's right, man. Everybody's gonna be in a complete state of mourning, man. And that word for blackness, it says, and at the sight of them, at the sight of these nuclear missiles, the nations are in anguish. Every face turns pale, man. And you know how people get that fear, that pale from fright, and that's what's going to happen, man. People are they're gonna be standing afar off, seeing this stuff happen on satellite feeds and shit like that, man. And they're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe it. How? It was all good just a week ago, man. Until this happened, man. And you think you're gonna have enough time to double back to the crib, take a shower, pack a bag, get some plastic bags of shit and piss in, get some food and lighters and shit? No, you're not gonna have no time to do none of this, man. And it's the spirit too, man. Cause when we got that so-called nuclear attack scare here in Hawaii a few years ago, some time ago, brother, I didn't run. I didn't get in my car and put my kids and my woman and my kid in the car and go find a manhole to dump them in and get in. Nah, brother, I just sat on the steps, did a lesson, and I was set in my mind. Whatever happens, may Yahweh Shem Shai find me worthy of salvation in my household, bro. If I'm gonna go out, let me go out doing the work. Because I didn't have where you gonna go. You literally had nowhere to run to, brother. And imagine if it was really real, because with what you're seeing these the state of New Yorkers doing, and other states, what they're really doing is they're getting prepared for the next major attack. And it could be a nuclear attack. It could be a pocket nuke. It could be a controlled detonation that it'll destroy a whole city, right? A few years ago, a lot of the financial heads in New York City started moving out and moving to Chicago. That was like 6-7 years ago. People were like, why they moving? Nobody knew why they were moving, because one of these places is going to be a reason for them to go to war. One of these places is going to be a reason for them to get that NWO moving. They're going to have to find a way to fictionalize some type of EMP, nuclear attack, but the nuclear attack is still coming, the real one, the Third World War. But something can happen, they can contrive to make this world go into a phase of true terror and fear. And again, nobody's going to be laughing. This is like, it feels like we're in a movie, where people are like, you ever see that movie, I Am Legend, brother?
Yeah.
He had taped the day that all that destruction happened. The day before, he had taped the whole video, the news, all this other shit. He had taped to the news, and it was kept playing over and over again to try to give him a sense of normalcy of things of the past. And people were smiling and happy. I think it was like Christmas time or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They were all on the TV and shit. But in reality, all of that shit was done away with. He was the last man on earth, basically. Shit, in New York City. Him and his dog. that wasn't affected. And that's what this kind of feels like. You know, you watch this Edomite sit here with his legs crossed like a weirdo, making fun of cheesy ass New York City ad, about the important steps in case of a nuclear attack happens, man. A PSA, man.
Okay.
You got it, brother.
Nah, yeah, and once any of these nations shoot nukes, man, everybody's fucking shooting, man. There's no way there's just gonna be one nuke, and then everything's just gonna be like, oh, we have everything under control. That's what they're making it seem like. It's just gonna be one nuke, man. In reality, once these nations strike with a nuclear weapon, man, everybody's gonna fucking shoot them, man. And the scriptures tell us about this, that there's gonna be many missiles blasted on chiefly here in Babylon the Great. So there's not gonna be no hope for nobody, man, outside of this truth.
Yep.
Back in Joel, chapter 2 and verse, I'll read 6 again. It says, before their face people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah, so there's not going to be no real missile defense system, because America doesn't have a real missile defense system to attack it. So these nuclear missiles, they're designated and designed to hit particular points, like the brother was saying earlier. So when they hit those points, those cities, those major cities, those places of major interest, they ain't gonna break their ranks. They're gonna keep going. They're not gonna hit each other. They ain't gonna be stepping over each other. Nope, they're gonna go straight to the point, to a pin drop. Go ahead.
It says the earth, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw the shining.
Yeah. So it's going to be complete darkness because it's going to be smoke. The smoke going to cover the heavens. I mean, it's going to cover the sky like the sunlight. It might be daytime and then it immediately be dark. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able. The sun not going to be able to break through that thick clouds of judgment, of fire and smoke and brimstone, because that's what's in those nuclear warheads. Okay. And that shit is devastating, man. There's a nuclear, well, here's a couple. You got this right here, nuclear secrecy, and you can put it's called a nuke map, right? And so this is New York City. Let's see, trying to get it to show up. Right, so this is New York City, right? And you can put the yield. So let's put 100 kilotons. Select the preset. Let's see. The biggest one they have is they got one that's 300 kilotons, bro. 100 metric tons. The largest current French warhead. North Korean got a 500 ton. So we want kilotons. So a kiloton, let's see the 351. Kiloton, high burst, air burst, right? And click the detonation. This is New York City, right here. This is New York City right here. Let's say that was it. The fallout gonna reach all the way to Newark, New Jersey, and the wind gonna carry that shit even further. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so shit is real, man. So got New York City. Let's go to another one. Airburst, radioactive fallout. Radioactive fallout. So all of that's gonna be destroyed. You got casualties. Estimated casualties. Look at all of these casualties, man. Injuries, estimated fatalities. This is from a 350 kiloton yield. 1.1 million fatalities. Estimated injuries, 2.1 million. And they got other ones. I'm trying to look for them. You got it, brother.
I'm looking up the SAR bomb. It says it's 100,000 kilotons, bro. That's fucking insane.
Oh, y'all got it right here. Look at this shit. Damn. That's
Oh,
maximum destruction. And like Christopher Plummer said, maximum destruction. 8 million people dead, man. Another 6.6 million people injured, bro. And this shit reached from New York City all the way out to Danbury, Connecticut, all the way to New Jersey. Oh man, damn near to Philadelphia, bro. And you gonna hear this shit? Mind you, this shit's gonna happen worldwide, man, America wide. Let's go to DC.
that's why Putin said that he could destroy all of Babylon with 4 nukes, man.
Yeah.
You know that the SAR bomb was created in 1961, man. You definitely know that they got something way bigger than that now, man.
Yeah, they said they got supersonic nuclear missiles, bro. Just get over here in less than a half an hour, bro. You can't go nowhere in the world in a half an hour, bro. You can't even get from Philadelphia to New York City in a half an hour, bro. It's gonna happen all across the country, bro. Maximum payload, maximum death, man. Maximum death, man. Launch multiple. We launched multiple joints, right? Launch multiple. Washington, D.C., or type the name of the city. Let's see, New York. We launching multiple joints, right? Detonate. Multiple joints, man. Shit, they can't even get the casualty rate up because the number's so fucking crazy. The number's so damn crazy.
Damn.
Detonate. Yeah. Sorry, the calculation timed out. Yeah. So now it's acting up. But yeah, man. This is what's going on? Let's see. Let's open the computer. But yeah, man, it's gonna be real, man. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is our power, our God. Because when we get saved, Lord, when we part of the elect, that's exactly what we're going to be saying. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is our God, man. He saved us, man. He got us out of there, man. But two-thirds of our people, they're gonna be burnt up. They're gonna die. Zechariah 14 and 12, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes. Their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What could do that? What kind of fire can do that? A house fire? Not so. A car fire? Not so. A nuclear missile fire. Multiple nuclear missile fires, man. It says right here, and the Lord will send a plague in the NLT. The Lord will send a plague on all the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their people will become like walking corpses, their flesh rotting away. Their eyes will rot in their sockets. Their tongues will rot in their mouth, man. When that fire go, that's it, man.
That's right.
Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do, man. There's literally nothing you can do to help you survive this calamity, man. Look, multiple joints, man. Multiple joints, man. And it's going to be all over the country, man. This whole place, all you see, all these lines of confusion, they're going to be done away with. You're not going to be able to tell where Pennsylvania ended or where Indiana started, man. That's how melted this place is going to be. Okay.
That's right.
You got something, brother?
Yeah, I have one here in Revelation 21. I'll start at 7. It says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers, and the idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's gonna be again that second great judgment that the Lord's gonna bring via fire, man. You know,
Yeah.
the Lord had promised to Noah that he wasn't gonna flood the earth again, but the second judgment is gonna come through fire, man. You know, that's why in I believe it's in Second Peter that says that the same earth that was once flooded is reserved unto fire, man. You know, for the second judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. It says right here, 2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world then was being overflowed by water and perished. That was the first death. But the heavens and the earth, this whole everything you see here, the same planet that we live on actually went through the flood. Now it's going to go through the fire, which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Like the brother was saying, you know. Oh, so last scripture I got is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and his fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh Bashem Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall be many. And that word plead is judge. He's going to judge all flesh. It says right here, the NLT, the Lord will punish the world by fire, and by his sword he will judge the earth, and many will be killed by him, man. So all of that, thinking that the Lord is coming with his hands out, you know, to save you and accept you and all this other shit. Nah, bro. This shit gonna go out. This place is about to go out, man.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had.
They close us out, brother.
Hey, so with that, Akim, we hope the lesson was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, our great millstone. And peace salutation to you, Akim, out there pushing and defending his gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as to you believers in Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the man and the woman, the hopeful elect. Hey, shalom till next time.